race 2. Check that. Race 3 of the triple header here at Darlington. Before we head up the coast to go race in New York at Watkins Glen, then round out the regular season 2 weeks from now at Eldora for the trucks and Daytona for the Xfinity and the Entry Series. It'll be a great night of action here. Final night, Darlington Raceway. We had a very interesting last 2 laps last night at Darlington, letting Gard collect his second win of the Truck Series last night. So it was a great job by Gard to win that. Again, this is the point of the broadcast where I wish we could pull up replays and just be like, here you go, this is what happened, folks. But unfortunately, we can't do that. But joined in here, as always, is my good friend Weston Grant. Grant, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Jade. How are you?
Oh man, I'm surviving concussion protocol. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, man. I got a good glimpse of that yesterday, and I would say that was one heck of a hit you took. You know, luckily, I don't know how I managed it, but somehow snuck through all that.
It was good racing that caused it, you know, and I talked to Charlie Irwin afterwards, and, you know, I said, you know, we said, you know, there's really nothing he could have done. It was just hard racing, and it's just been unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. It's good to move on, you know. Hopefully I'm ready to go for the entry race on Monday night at Watkins Glen, so I can be excited for that. Joining me in here also is Hazard County. Hazard, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, Jade. Last night, the Truck Series race was wild. I saw Parkey in the 8, who has been cleared tonight to race after beating concussion protocol. He had a hard time getting out of the hospital, but he is okay now. He is able to race. And
I tell you what, a race truck to the skull is not a good look.
It is not. And you know, those last 2 laps in the truck race was violent.
I know.
Mike Senior in the 56 actually blocked Marty Party in the 16, which caused Maggio and Gard to go very low on the track. And it made Maggio get the lead, but until Gard passed him at the very end.
Gard only led 2 laps that race, and it was the final 2. A lot with that issue is, you know, Mike actually, he did follow the rule of what we would like lap cars to do. Now, mind you, it's not it's not one of those set in stone rules, but it's also a nice common courtesy to let the leaders go.
I sort of say, yeah, that's one of those driver rules that try to stay out the way.
It's
slower.
It's a respect factor, and most drivers,
Race
you know,
etiquette.
they do it, and Mike did, you know, exactly what I would do in that situation is I would give them the high lane, because that's the fast lane on Darlington. We all know it, especially in the trucks. So he gave him the high lane, and I think Marty I think he hit that little bump coming out of 2, and the truck just shifted weird, and he got out of it, and him and Maggio touched, and it just kind of was like, you know, here's everybody stacking up, and it's Mike just seemed to get the blame, but I think the admins went over it, and I believe we came to a consensus that it was no fault of Mike. He conceded the high lane, and he continued on. Then in turn 3 and 4, with Gar pushing to his outside, Mike had to get out of the way, and Maggio ducked it down below, and there's really nothing anybody could do. So it was just a lot of great racing, and Mike was just stuck in the middle, you know?
Yes, and you could hear from the commentator's perspective of Scorpius last night that he was not happy with the way Mike blocked like that. Apparently, he thought it was an illegal move. So the question would be, like, what would be the ruling for that? I mean,
As I just said, admins talked about it. There was nothing that Mike could have done better in our opinion, because he did concede the high lane, and that was the preferred lane by the leaders. And yeah, that was it was not. There's no ruling to be made. It was a racing deal.
Yep,
And-
fortunately, you know, the outcome of it looked worse than, you know, what it was on track, and you know, everyone's gonna have their own opinion about it, but that's just what, as far as the officials thought.
Yeah, the officials made the call. No need to press a penalty. Just racing. You know, and that's a conversation that anybody wants to go to the officials and talk about. More than willing. So,
and of course, in addition to us three, we also have the promoter of the WRL Busch Series, Mr. Steve Rogers, with us, who was with us last night in the truck race. And it's good to have you back for the Xfinity booth.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. Thank you.
yeah, Steve, what's been going on with you? We haven't heard a whole lot from you in the past few weeks. What's been going on, buddy?
Well, I was in the hospital there for a spell. I don't know how many of you know, but I had to have a leg amputated because of a bad infection. So that put me up for a couple weeks. So, but home now, doing good. Moving forward. Got started fitting today for a prosthetic, so everything's going good.
That's good. I'm
Well,
happy
Steve,
to hear that.
I can say we're at least brothers in one aspect. I'm missing half of my pinky due to amputation as well.
Yep. So takes a little getting used to, but we're getting by. It's we're gonna make it work.
That's good, man. I'm happy to hear that.
Anyway, so now with introductions out of the way, tonight is the Lady in Black, and we have drivers sporting interesting some throwbacks, and
Yeah.
a few of them have revealed what they are, but we will not say what they are until we get out on track. So with that being said, here is the 17 drivers who have entered their name and roll call and are racing tonight. Up first, in the number 13 Toyota Camry, it is Game Nerd. In the number 61 Toyota Supra, it is Weir Savage Bruh Jr. In the number 11 Leaf Filter Chevrolet Camaro, it is Drake. In the number 9, we don't know if he's running a throwback or not, it is Turf Tech.
Well, Turf's in here.
And
Turf, you running the throwback?
I am not, because I'm still in concussion protocol, so I haven't decided if I'm going to be racing.
Concussion protocol. It's been a great thing since Tua. Everybody's
was.
been in it.
Turf, from yesterday to today, how are you feeling after going nose to tail down the back stretch?
It was a little dizzy. I had a rough time going around some turns practicing. I keep hitting a wall in the heat, so this should be fun.
anyway,
We'll see if my concussion symptoms clear here soon.
all right, next up, in the number 89, and he is running a throwback, it is Keith Allen Ayers. In the number 16, we don't know if he is running a throwback. It is William Moore. In the 99, a two-time winner this season, KJ Racing in the 99. In the 98, also a two-time winner this season, it is Maggio Magic. And he is running a throwback. Next up, we got Nitro, aka Christian Schoberg, in the number 68, and he is running a throwback. Then we got Goose in the number 36. We are unsure if he is running a throwback, but he's in a Chevy Camaro, as is Nitro, and Maggio's the only Mustang out in the field. Then we got the number 2, a Plays. We are unsure if he's running a throwback, but he's driving a Chevy Camaro.
I'm hearing word from their team that they're having some motor issues. They will not be making the race.
Oh, the 13?
No, the 2.
Oh, the 2. So it'll be 16 drivers. So we'll skip the 2 then. Next up is the number 8 of Matt Parkhurst. No throwback for this week. But he is running a Chevy Camaro. Then we got Scorpius for Life in the 44. We are unsure if he's running a throwback, but we'll see. Then we got Casey Joe in the 08. God, he really needs to put his full name in there. That way we can identify him. Then we got ANAT 20 in the 21. And then we got Jay Fergie in the 92. And wrapping up the field for our 16-car grid is C's in the number 15, Chevy Camaro. Alright, boys. Interesting lineup here. 16 cars, 2 different heat races, and of course, we are going to have our drivers to watch. So, with that being said, Jade, you're up first.
It's hard not to be biased when I make this pick, but Drake, he's always fast. You know, he's won, 6 races this season already?
7.
7 races this season he's won. You know, if anyone's making a statement for Cup, it's Drake. You know, he's a new record holder for most wins in a season for the Busch Series, and he's, you know, that's a good pick. Dark horse pick, I have to go with William Moore. And again, another biased pick, another fatal pick. But I think out of anyone in the fatal camp tonight, it's going to be those 2.
Yeah, definitely solid picks there.
Oh, I forgot. So I want to mention something. Last season, his lone win came in the Busch Series at this track. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He won it on fuel mileage last year. Scorpius. So keep him in mind. If it comes down to strategy, Scorpius is your guy.
Hey, anybody else notice that that's another fatal driver?
I do.
Listen, when you have to manage 100 different drivers in 8 different series, you let me know which ones you keep track of.
Yeah.
It's not that hard, Jade.
I know everybody's name and their gamer tag, so you come at me, bro.
I think you don't know mine.
Well, the ones that I do know. Anyway.
Yeah, solid picks, Jade. But yes, Drake only has 5 wins this season. No, 7.
No, I thought he broke the record.
Not by what I'm looking at.
Okay, I guess points didn't get updated.
Maybe 6. No, it's 6. My bad.
Yeah, so we tied it.
But
we'll
yeah,
see if
you know,
break
Jade, those are definitely solid picks. I would have to agree with you. But, you know, also I've got to look at Goose, you know, major fuel strategist. You know, he can play that game as well with the best of them out there. Matt, he's been on a roll lately, getting pretty decent finishes. Still looking for that win this season, but he's been in the top 5, almost broke that top 3 once or twice. I'm going to be watching out for him, with this being one of his favorite tracks to run.
Yeah, I'll go next this time. I'm actually going to go with somebody who got robbed last night of their win, which was Maggio Magic. His speed at Darlington, he's seen what the trucks can do. Maybe he can apply what he learned from the trucks into the Xfinity cars, and maybe he can get an ultimate pass and maybe get a dub. Because he's already got 2 this season. Maggio's looking for number 3 tonight. Steve, it's all down to you.
Like Jade was saying, Drake has just been on a tear. Just win after win. But that would be my first pick, I guess, for tonight would be Drake. My second pick would be Matthew Parkhurst.
Indeed. If we were talking about real dark horses, I really think Weir could pull a sneaky win in the 61. I really see him having a good car and a good setup tonight. I really do.
Yeah, he's definitely, I think, would have a good chance at it. He hasn't been in the car for a little while, so he's still gonna have to get used to it again. But he does have that win coming early on at Martinsville, so he's used to a little bit of beating and banging around inside of tight quarters racing.
All right, boys, it is time to take a lap around the Lady in Black. Jade, if you're feeling well enough, you take them around on screen.
Yeah, I can do that. Ugh.
I will do the same, but I will be driving the number 19 car, which is not being used in this series.
I haven't been in the booth for about a week. This is a little surreal.
I know.
Surreal experience. I'll be out of the booth.
Yeah, I'm leading this thing well.
I'll be out of the booth next Monday. I'll be in the car at out Watkins Glen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually enjoy driving in the Daytona race if that'll be allowed.
I don't care. Talk to Mike about it.
Yes.
All right. Well, I got some AI cars on with me here, but we'll do a quick lap around here in the 16 leaf filter Fatal Motorsports machine.
And it's a backup car that you're behind the wheel of. So, but Darlington, this place has been around since 1909. It is the first paved... No, not... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting my dates wrong. That's Indianapolis that's been around since 1909. Darlington is one of the first paved racetracks on the NASCAR circuit. Its concrete is very old, and it can be very slippery.
Here you go, and I'm now finally getting up to speed, coming around for my first timed lap here. You can see I'm really like the outside here, going through 3 and 4, but my first time lap will be a 30.051. Set it down nice and low in turn 1 and 2, let her rise up. You see I'm struggling keeping the car underneath me right now, and hit the bump in turn 2. Got the car dead sideways, but we're still rolling here. About the cones, you want to laugh about the second cone. As I kiss the wall, almost pull Kyle Larson. Get a little low.
Cheat code moment.
Yep, a little sniff of the draft here, 30.2. My second lap around. Do one more here. Try to beat that 30 window. Kiss the wall again. Oh my god. Alright.
Not
Sorry.
a good night, Jade.
No, sorry, it was turn 1 and 2 where I got spun last night. Little,
Are you freaking kidding me? I got a 29.9.
a little worried there for a second. We'll do one more here. They should be starting heat races or halfway through them by now. Get one more in.
As we have Nitro, driver of the number 68, and Turf Tech in the number 9 Camaro with us.
I'll be giving you the recap of the back of the field all night.
And I'll be right next to him.
And I
So
noticed
how's the
one
heat
thing-
race going, boys?
My heat's done.
We're done, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turf
Who do you
scared
got?
me and put me in the Walton play.
Best I
Let's
can give
move
them
on to heats.
30.3.
Maggio won Heat 2. I don't know who Heat 1, Heat 1.
Nitro, do you have the winner for Heat 1?
I was in heat 2, sir.
We were in the same heat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were right next to each other the whole
So,
race.
Grant, you may need to go in and ask who was the winner of Heat 1.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I don't think it's over yet. They
Yeah,
probably
they
didn't
might
start.
be running still.
But Jade, I noticed that these guys will have to struggle on a lot of tire pressure.
It's gonna be
Get their
Uh,
setups
it's
right.
gonna be saving your tire more than
Yeah,
anything.
tire wear was bad.
On the old concrete. It's absorbing rubber.
Just like Atlanta was back in the when we were in the truck series.
You know, that is probably the one track I'm the most excited for. Is the new Atlanta. I ran it a little bit on iRacing, and oh my god, I fell in love with it again. So I'm
Well,
I'm
it doesn't
excited.
Wear as much, right?
It doesn't wear as much as you'd think. There's still a decent amount, but it's just, oh.
Yeah. Plus, remember we got Nashville coming up too,
Mm-hmm.
and Kodo.
Oh, good old Coda. Coda, not Kodo, Coda.
Also, don't forget, we have Monaco in 2 weeks.
We have Monaco on Thursday.
No, I meant for a NASCAR.
Oh. Oh yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine the hairpin in a stock car? I don't know if you'd make it. I don't know if
Talk
you'd
about
make
going
it.
around a corner at 2 miles an hour.
You gotta clutch kick it.
Wait till the Chicago road course comes into play.
I actually,
yeah.
Alex Van Evie and Emily and myself are talking about going to that next year. So I think we're gonna try to go to it. I think it's gonna be a really fun weekend. Oh, be a
The
great
Heat
time.
1 just finished. So
Yeah,
they
who do
will
we
be
got?
joining. I don't know actually. I just left it.
For you hockey fans out there, Pittsburgh is leading 2-0 over Buffalo right now.
All I can say is
Okay.
go Stars.
Go
Have you guys?
Stars.
I know it's not involving the race, but have you guys seen the rumors on Jimmy Johnson?
Yes.
Yes.
Grant, what's
Look,
your
I know we're
opinion?
Honestly, I
we're-
would love to see Jimmy come back. I know somebody put in our chats that he was going to buy the 48 or something like that, and I doubt that's going to happen.
He's gonna buy
But
part
if-
of Petty.
And I do want to know, can I Ross Chastain this tonight?
No.
Another
I
thing.
mean, NASCAR don't have rules about it, so
We do.
Okay, look, I
You
know
might
we.
want to go into the Discord
we're
and say
not-
that, sir.
I got this. I'll take care of it, Nitro.
We're not. We may
Thanks,
not
Reese.
be a league
So-
that talks about certain events in real life, but that Ross Chastain move deserves to be talked about tonight.
I'll be honest
And-
with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was a Ross Chastain fan before the move. I'm a bigger Ross Chastain fan after the move. I think that, regardless of how the other drivers feel about it, when's the last time that NASCAR was talked about on ESPN? Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Let alone.
I was saying 2014.
Exactly. That was almost 8. That's 8 years ago. And it was the move or play of the weekend or whatever. Play of the week was Ross Chastain going 70 miles an hour faster than everybody else through 3 and 4 at Martinsville. Yes, sir. You had the fans standing up. The fans are excited. Millions of views.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yep, I agree.
And we're on stream. You just said that.
Well, I'm okay with hell, damn, and that's it.
Damn right, fellers.
So, hell yes, Ross Chastain, let's go, baby. NASCAR and Denny Hamlin's going to cry about it. Logano's going to pull his glasses down and cry about it. Oh, well. Boo-hoo, you're not battling for a championship. And our resident person who works on race cars for a NASCAR team, he said he wouldn't have cared because that car is going to go battle for a championship and he doesn't have to touch it for another 3 months.
And I'm gonna be out the championship race.
So there you go. Let's go, Ross Chastain. I wanted to break some watermelon at Phoenix.
Indeed.
I'm gonna puncture one of his tires for you, Jade.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks. Just kidding. I want Ross
Alright,
Chastain
so-
to win out of the Final Four.
we've talked about how the drivers did and how good they ran their laps. Now I think it's time to talk about the really cool throwbacks. As what our final commentators finally showed up on time. Mike Senior, everybody.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I might.
Yeah, not too bad. Actually, I wonder how you were doing, Steve. I haven't heard from you in a minute, buddy.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. Well, guys, I mean, we ready for tonight? Because this is definitely going to be a Darlington. We know how this thing works. It's going to be too wide to start off. Who's going to be the one that wants to, not necessarily drive, give everybody a little bit of space, get through those turns, get some of these laps in, because of, I've been in both these races already, and I didn't have such a bad. I mean,
I need it.
Xfinity cars were kind of tough. Trucks definitely was a little difficult, but I mean, tonight's even going to be, a little more adventurous.
Definitely, I agree. Nitro or invites coming out for quali yet?
They just went out.
Okay, perfect. Make sure that I at least get one so I can do the field walk while they're qualifying.
I didn't get one.
I'll
Well,
think
not yet.
about it.
Somebody will send me mine, I think. I hope. Yeah, I just got mine.
Yep, let me know when I can
Thank
join.
you.
That's $5 from each of you.
Nah, man,
Pay-per-view right here.
I'll just give you 5 Wreckfest points.
Okay, cool. I still gotta do that, so I'll just add it on.
Put it on my IOU
sent-
account.
For anyone who's listening, that was a joke.
No, he said that complete seriousness.
Oh yes. Waiting to see what that's gonna be like going into the final week, Nitro.
Well, you said you're not gonna be there, sir.
I'll be on a hot spot's what I'll be.
You'll be in the wall, sir.
I'll be in a
What are you guys talking about, Wreckfest?
Yeah, we're talking about Wreckfest on Saturday. The champion, it's down to between Nitro and I for the championship.
Yeah.
Week 8, the drama, the hype.
Nice, yeah, it's getting there. I mean, we're all getting there. All the leagues, all the series are getting close now.
My
Don't
vote's
forget about the
Nitro.
death. What'd you say, Turf?
My vote's Nitro. He's winning the ship.
Thank you.
Will
It's
you
gonna be
join?
tough. I missed a week, so I got behind the points.
Yeah, when
Oh,
it
yeah,
started,
no,
it
I
was
mean,
like
Rolling for qualifying.
okay.
We
Right, we are on a blue screen, so you guys cannot be heard. Going into quali.
Qualify. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Jay just joined in. When I get in, I will be doing the grid walk. Or the field walk, sorry. Probably my favorite part of the whole broadcast.
We're gonna be at speed.
It's my favorite part of the whole night. Going through the field. Grant's monitoring Discord for us. As always.
And a couple of weeks ago, I debuted a new segment, and I figured we might be able to use it tonight. But we'll not use it for early. We'll use it a little later.
Okay, the night race here at Darlington, the final one of the week. Go wait for the drivers to get in here. See a shot of beautiful Earnhardt Towers. Alright, here we go. Starting off up front is the number 8 of Matt Parker's clearing concussion protocol earlier today to run here tonight, completing 2 out of 3 races. Next up is Game Yard in the 13, that beautiful Carl Edwards throwback. Followed by that.
That throwback goes to, I believe that goes to his, I forgot what scheme that goes to.
Followed by
I think it's the Aflac car.
It might be. Followed by the 61, his teammate, Weir Savage Jr. Followed by that 2-time winner this season, the 99 of KJ Racing. The owner of KAI, the 89 of Keith Allen Ayers. Looking like he's running the John Deere throwback.
Yes, it is. It is Morgan Shepherd's paint scheme.
That's what I thought.
That's back from the 80s, 87, 88, 89.
Weir is running a Dale Senior throwback.
Mm-hmm. Then we're
running a Carl Edwards.
We're going back to the owner of Nitro Racing, the 68 of Christian Soberg running for KAI tonight. I believe that's a Mark Martin throwback he's running.
It is. It is his Valvoline paint scheme from the early 90s.
Yep.
That's what I thought. Next up is Scorpius for Life, last year's winner here at Darlington off fuel mileage, running for Fatal Motorsports in that beautiful 44 machine. Followed by that.
There's no throwback motive to it. It's just a custom car that he's running.
It's just there. Followed by the 21 of a Nat 20 running his own team. Critical Roll, getting up into the wall. 92.
He's down in the.
Everybody's down in the dirt.
Qualifying.
As Jay Fergie in the 92.
There is
the walk.
the 08 of Casey Joe running for KAI, winner this season. Earlier this season at Phoenix. There is C's running the 15 machine.
That is a DEI throwback.
It is a DEI throwback. Followed by William Moore running his normal 16 Leaf filter machine car. There's the 9 of Turf Tech. No throwback, clearing concussion protocol today. Jay Fergie in the 92, no throwback, running for Critical Role. Goose running for Wolfpack Motorsports in that 36 machine. No throwback for him as well. There's
no throwback for Drake either in the 11.
Drake in the 11.
But here's a throwback. Maggio Magic in the 98 Ford Mustang. It is a throwback to Paul Menard's 2009 Robert Gates Racing paint scheme.
Mm-hmm. And with that being said, that will walk us through the entire grid going into this race tonight. 16 drivers trying to make their claim, try to find those last little bit of points to put themselves into the playoffs. Remember, 16 drivers. Check that. Check that. 14 drivers will make it in on points alone. Then 2 waiver spots to make it 16 drivers to go battle for a championship.
No, I mean, here, Jay, it's going to take. Tonight's going to be. I mean, especially
Drake
us
on
being.
pole, Game Nerd second, Matt Parker's third.
How about that?
Yeah.
Matt getting up to third, and Game Nerd. What a surprising move for the 13 team.
Actually, no, I'm not, because I mean,
team has been fast lately.
I was gonna say, Game Nerd was one of my drivers, I know at the beginning of the first season, and he had Goose U.S. Truck when he was with me. He brought him in, and he has great potential. All he's got to do is, because he's still young, you just got to focus on driving and hitting his marks and this and that. But he has great potential to be a great driver, and it shows it kind of here and just in qualifying. Let's see if he can pull that. I mean, qualifying and racing, can be kind of a little bit two different things sometimes. And so we'll see if he can hold up to what he just pulled off there.
Yep, 74 laps here at Darlington to put us 2 races away from the start of the playoffs.
And the stages will be tonight, 19, 16, and however many in Stage 3.
Yeah. Oh, Stage 3, Stage 3, I know from, just because I was in this, in these Xfinity cars, on Monday. And Stage 1, you can make it on fuel if, you just got to run your race and not burn your stuff up and just be patient and do what you got to do. And I've had some practice with these guys actually, running that, with the cars on Monday. And that can be done. Stage 2, you can definitely go all the way, even with tires, but you still, Darlington, we know, she'll eat them. You know what I mean? And you just got to be maintaining your tire wear, maintaining your positions, and taking it easy, and you'll be golfing.
And we don't know how long Stage 3 is.
It's probably going to be about in the 50s.
Yeah, I think it's actually like 68. I think the final number was, if I remember correctly, because we did the same thing in the intro series on Monday. I believe it's something like 68. You can do it on one stop. One stop, and probably I tried it with 2 tires and the rest of the fuel. If you do it within 10 laps to go, and it can actually make a big difference. There's some dark horses in here that I see. I know Goose. He's one. He's been working on this car, on his car regularly. Matter of fact, I did a little bit of practice with him, and he's got that thing kind of dialed in.
Booth can join.
Just got to be careful.
74 laps. Never mind.
Need to halt the
so
pausing.
there's quite a few drivers. And here. All it takes is one oops, and it's over.
Mm-hmm.
We went through it last night on the trucks, didn't we, Jade? It was very tough.
Yeah. Concussion protocol.
Now Booth can join.
Alright, we are on the blue screen, so they will not be able to hear you. Axel, what are you doing? Hopefully, I clear concussion protocol tomorrow.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I know. Driving the bus.
F1, Jade, don't hurt him.
Jade, maybe you need to drive the bus. You'd be better off.
Right?
Be protected more. Be protected more, buddy.
Tell you what, if we whenever we go into the next season of Wreckfest, I know what I'm running. So. No, there's a few trial nights where we're gonna do, and I think
I'm actually thinking about picking that up and maybe might take an adventure on that.
Oh, it's a good time.
Flag is coming out.
Let's do this.
All right, we're still loading in on the stream.
We are green.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
And they're definitely gonna go in here too wide. A little bit of they're gonna have to have some patience, but they can be done.
Oh,
Turf already into the wall.
Gamer into the wall, getting squeezed. Meanwhile, surprise, Drake's pulling away already.
Yeah, this is the first stage, couple laps, no big deal. They're all going to get stacked up and racked up back in the second stage and get their setups in. I just keep an eye out, watch, because some of these guys I know they have good setups, and we'll see if they're running them down. Looks like they already started to.
We're gonna look
somebody I noticed who's snuck his way up there already is Jay Fergie in that 92.
Mm-hmm. Always watch Jay Fergie. Watch the 13 machine right now as he is back to 6th place after starting outside pole. Now he's under pressure from his teammate, the 61, looking to drop him back to the 7th place. There's Matt Parkhurst clearing concussion protocol earlier Running for his own team, Parky Racing, sitting in third. He's going to hit the wall there.
Ooh, there's some contact. Sorry, buddy. The 13 and the 61, they had some contact. 13 hit the wall.
That's teammates right there. Nose to tail, 13 and 61.
Yeah, they got to be patient here. Those tires. I mean, these cars aren't set yet.
The 8. Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, there's
Mike,
a wreck in the backside.
Yeah, 2 cars.
That's more than 2.
Oh,
No
No,
caution?
it's not a caution.
There's 3.
I got loose on the apron and then spun in
That's
front of
William
everybody.
Moore.
16.
8 at 20.
No caution.
Nitro in the 68.
Oh, we went through this last
I
night. This
got
is
loose
horrible.
on the apron and spun in front of everybody. It was like 4 or 5 cars and nothing happened.
Matt Parkhurst into the wall, 1 and 2, lost a lot of spots.
Yeah, this is going to stack these guys up. They're a little sketchy now.
I have lots of damage. Radiator damage.
Morpheus is damaged.
Oh, Matt off the wall again.
No, and this is
damaged.
this is a product too that now you have to be extra careful because now you know that this game may not call that caution, so you may want to be a little more cautious when you're making passes and driving around other drivers. I mean, it gives that extra, okay, this game just isn't quite right, you know what I mean?
Park, you got the pass
Oh,
on the
3
first
wide back for
62.
4th.
Casey Joe making it work. Oh!
Oh, the 61 nose right into the wall.
13 got loose on the high side.
That car is destroyed. I had that live printed all the way through, and I watched it. He hit that thing, jacked it right up, and the whole nose is staved in.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a hit. I mean,
Issues.
but that's a product of Darlington. I mean, you got to be extra cautious on that throttle, especially when these tires start wearing and you can't get a yellow. I mean, these things get
Joe
slick
making a
and you don't
pass.
need it.
That's Jake.
We've all been
Casey
through
Joe
that
making a pass
before.
on C's.
Trying to make that pass on C's. He's not making it happen. Remember, corporate teammates right here in the 15 and the 08. C's got a little loose.
Oh, sorry. That load of Drake, though, he's not really skating too far away in second place.
You have to watch mine.
But this could be a product of trying to save a little bit of fuel, too, because I know you are going to be 1 lap short. At least one, maybe, you got to be, I'm pretty sure he's running, trying to keep that integral so he can keep those tires and then save some of that fuel he needs.
There is a Nat 20 running for his own team, critical role, involved in the Christian Soberg spin on lap 2. Got heavy damage to the front and rear of that machine, trying to limp it around here to the end of the stage.
C's terrible. Turn 3 and 4 there. Casey Joe steals his spot.
Yeah, and I mean that's another bad thing about it. This game don't call that caution, which is not a bad thing because it's fair all the way around. Now you got no choice. I mean, I went through it last night. You went through it last night. The thing got all stowed up, but you had to drive it because there was no caution.
There's the 89 starting to look at the 9 with Turf Tech here, maybe trying to get a late pass on him. Keith,
into the wall.
well, there goes Keith. 9 letting him go by. 9 knowing he got a lot of damage on the front of that car, trying to limp her around here to the end. As he slides up into the wall.
92.
Meanwhile, up front, Drake is running away right now. Points leader, doing a great job on a roll on the highest of highs right now, racking the wins. Doing a great job, trying to get all the points he can. Looking, he's coming up on his teammate, the 16 of William Moore.
Somebody's down pit road. That's the 68.
Yeah.
68, Christian Sober.
He won't make it on fuel. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen to some of these guys. If they weren't able to save some of that fuel, you're going to be short.
There's Matt Parker.
I mean, it was done, on Monday night. It happened to several people. They ran out.
I got 15 seconds of damage in pit road.
Yep.
There's
One of
Maggio.
Matt's just going for fuel.
Oh, there's someone down. He's going to get out of the way.
Parky's in pit road.
William Moore getting up out of the way for everybody, letting them go by.
Well, he's at that point, he's kind of, he's beat up. His car's beat up. There's not much you can do at that point. Just ride it out until the first stage is over.
Parky's out.
Parky's coming out of pit road down there. You see Keith Allen Ayers coming around to pass him. There's Weir Savage Jr. coming around that 61 for Hampton Motorsports, or Hampton Racing, trying to make his car last till the end here. knowing he's got heavy damage on the front end of that machine. There's
That could help him
Goose.
in the long run, though.
There's Goose trying to work on Scorpius right now. Right in front of him. Casey Joe still is now caught the back of Maggio. Seeing if he can get around Maggio here as Drake's getting ready to catch another lap car. That would be Christian
We have a
Soberg.
3-car battle here coming in.
And remember, Jay Berg is right behind these two, so this could be a potential pass. A double overtake.
Yeah, he's just got to time it just right and work, be patient with it and make it work. Oh, wait, looks like he may have got himself a little bit loose there. That almost was his opening to that door you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I mean, that's all it takes. It's just that one hiccup. And
He's pushing tight. He's going to get right up close to that wall. The 21's down on pit road right now. Getting service on that machine.
92 will be able to work that 08 and coming into this corner. I mean, he was right up on his back door, but it looks like the 08 got a better bite coming through here.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're running into the fuel issue. They're racing hard now. They're racing a little bit harder than they were. Did you save enough? Didn't you save enough? The tires will last. There's no doubt about that. But as we keep going, I mean, that right now seems to be the battle on the field. You're looking at the 92, the 08. I believe that. Who's that? Dave, who's that in the one before the yellow?
Maggio.
Oh, Maggio. So you got that 3-car battle,
Mm-hmm.
But, it looks like 08, he tagged the wall. The 92, he looks like he got himself loose. What a bite he got coming off, even though he was loose coming into that.
Oh, 08 into the wall again.
Oh, that car's starting to loosen up now. I mean, everybody else looks like that's the battle going on. Oh, he keeps still peeking underneath that 08. I mean, he keeps running up that high side, and hope he don't make another mistake. And the 92 will be right underneath that quarter, and that's the end of that run.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes this 98.
Maggio's coming down.
Hot.
Drake's coming down.
Coming down pit road.
Yeah,
Here we go. Let's get
to
surrender the
make
leader
this
to the
quick.
08 and the 92.
First pit stop
13 is down as well.
What I'm looking at right now is I know if he's, of course, I've been with him
another
for
car went down with those two.
13.
36.
44.
I'm telling you right now, if anybody has saved enough fuel,
There's the
and
08.
tires, it's him. He's gonna be able to make it. Ooh.
And it's time for the pit stops. The 11 of Drake, his car he's running a very consistent lap time. Probably 4 tires.
Maggio's gonna come out in front of Drake and Game Nerd.
So I wonder if Drake went for a 4 tire.
No, I mean
speeding.
the only advantage to that would be you wouldn't have to pit during the stage, but that would be kind of because you can make it all the way.
I wonder if he pitted. Oh, I think Drake went. He went out of the yellow line before. All 4 tires were off the yellow line. I don't know if that's considered a penalty or not.
He might not have been under control of the car coming into pit road.
Right,
I can do it for you.
Coming out.
Fergie's in 92.
92's in.
Where Savage is going pit road.
I'll say I'm believing right now
61.
at this point the 36 of US Trek he's gonna have he's got the fuel he's gonna be able to make it.
So Hazard, the way that I
Tires make
would
it.
say the exit penalty, as long as they stay off the racing surface, I'll consider it fair game.
Well, there is a yellow line here, so as long as they stay below that yellow line until turn 2, I don't care.
And what's Goose going to do, he's going to let these guys, even though they still have a whole track to come back around because he's already lapped them.
You see,
Let
Trek
him
did
go.
this strategy in the heat race, though, and he blew a tire on the last lap. So will his tires make
Well, we'll see. I mean, he may have learned something there, you know what I mean?
There's Game Nerd.
I
Getting
wonder
Go ahead.
if Casey Joe thinks he has enough fuel.
I think he pitted, didn't he?
No, Casey Joe did not pit.
Ooh, there's another strategy you pulled.
Oh, there you go. Right in front of us, those are the 2 leaders. The 08 and 36, 13 starting to Maybe try to find a way to get around this 36 machine to go catch Maggio!
Oh, looks like there's a lag there somewhere.
The 08 painted Scorpius is in second.
Okay.
Oh, there's some contact.
Contact.
What's going on there?
Contact
Bunch of
13 and 36.
Contact everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there with Goose.
That's weird.
Goose is really slow.
Is he out of gas?
He's out of gas.
Final lap. It's over.
Oh, Goose won the stage! Stage 1 winner, 36 machine. That's gonna put the 8, the 92, the 11.
I'm going, guys. I made it.
The 98.
Stage finish of 4th. I got 4th, guys.
There's a lot of cars a lap down right now.
Yep.
So I
I got
wonder.
Heat, Grant.
End of the stage.
And you
I
know something, I
wonder-
practiced with Goose, and we worked together for almost 3 days on just running together because
There's only 8 cars on the lead lap.
Yep. And he did the same thing. We both did the same thing. We were able to make it on that and just barely squeak it by because we could let all the other cars that pitted by because they still have a whole another half of practice.
And stage 2 is going to be the same way. We got 21 laps of fuel, 22 laps stage 2.
Yeah, but you will make it on that. That is, that's not a.
No, not everybody.
Matt Parker's is the lucky dog.
Yeah.
Drake is a lap down still.
Well, everybody's gonna have to pit.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a thing,
Well, maybe.
Now, see, if I'm these guys, I would have worked here and said, hey, look, just one of us stay out. Let's strap everyone a lap down here.
And we are back green again. Update for the Pittsburgh Penguin Buffalo game. The Pens are leading 2-1 at the end of the second period. They just entered the second intermission.
The lead entering one side by side for second.
Oh, contact 11. Oh, 99.
This is where it gets tight.
Oh, they're
Boom.
wrecking up the back. One car,
Yellow coming out.
2
Yellow
cars.
coming out.
Oh,
No.
contact between the 98 and the 13.
His yellow did not come out. It is still green.
And I got another wreck.
That's just a.
Oh, 98 and 13 get together. Good save by both of them. Little scrub by the 13 against the wall. Goose is leading, followed by Scorpius and Keith, Game Nerd, Casey Joe, Drake.
And
Maggio.
That check up there in the back side of the field that killed that.
Oh, Drake got up in the Casey Joe. Hard contact. Casey Joe up into the wall. Gonna lose 2 spots. Almost 3.
And Drake is
So what
fighting
happened there,
for that
Casey
lucky
Joe
dog.
got into the 13, and it just stopped the 08 like dead in its tracks.
Thank you for that, Grant.
Yep.
So now they're just gonna have to regroup here.
Oh, slight contact to Scorpius from the 13.
And the 15
Score for the wall. He's going to get the position.
Oh, contact
He's
11.
gonna try the Ross Chastain move.
11 into the back of Keith.
Now these drivers have been warned about the Chastain Larson line. That is not a legal move tonight.
And Keith does it again.
And this whole time, what's that? You know what that's allowing?
Kind of being forced up there a little bit.
Yeah, the first time Drake got into the back of him.
Oh,
Push him right
in the back.
Inside wall, still green.
Oh, that's the 89 of Keith back there.
So Drake got into Keith the first time.
21.
And then Drake got into the 44 the next time in 3 and 4. Or in 1 and 2 that time, rather, put him up into the wall. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that is documented.
Yeah, that was kind of, yeah.
And
now we're watching, the
middle
36,
1 and 2 Will's getting
the
to run here on the
92.
15.
They're starting to work their way, get some
Oh,
separation.
Gamer his engine just expired. I just watched it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tough break for the 13 team.
Oh, 44 and 99. Hang on to it, boys. Tough break for the 13.
I'm keeping an eye
Matt's
on
got the 61.
I point to
Oh,
the Drake.
little
He's starting to work
contact, little Wally
work on
Wop.
that back door of that 98 now.
Oh, that's William Moore. He's in the wall. Oh, ain't that? Watch out, buddy. He just phased through the 16.
Game Nerd is leaving, I believe, or is out of the race. I think his motor expired.
Yep, his motor did expire. There's William Moore. Struggling in the 16 machine right now.
Scorpius and Matt Parker side
There's
by
Christian
side.
Sober.
Parker
He
down the
makes it
backstretch.
inside. He makes-
61.
Take that outside, yeah.
Giving them a push. They get clear going into 3.
Scorpius is going to let them go. Trying to save a little tire here for the end of this run. You know,
It's allowing the leaders start to move, start to get some separation from the rest of these guys as hard as these guys are racing.
12 laps left.
Oh, Casey Joe on the wall again. Oh, wait.
oh, this is going to be a battle to watch. I guarantee that 08's not very happy with that 11 car right now.
But it doesn't
I
take
wouldn't
much
be
once
either.
you get underneath that quarter, and on this here especially, once if you get underneath that quarter, and sometimes those cars just like to drift a little bit, and you tag them, and sometimes it's just not your fault. They just can't, it's just the way it is.
And the 11 car is a lap down still.
Is the 08 a lap down?
Boss.
No, he's third, I believe.
No, I think Casey Joe is 3rd.
Oh,
Okay.
is he? Okay.
So this is
I
not
believe.
position.
There's KJ getting close to that 11
I
car.
just know 4th is Matt, 5th is Scorpius, and then 6th is me. So I don't know anything about anything else.
Okay,
Okay.
so Drake is not battling for position.
Well, he
And I
is
do
with
know-
his 99 right behind him. That is for
I do know
position. That is for the lucky dog.
36 is in the lead.
And some of these guys know that it's getting close to crunch time.
Oh,
Playoffs are
99
looming.
got stuck in the wall there. Didn't mean to get up in that high in the fence.
Hey Jade, I think I saw a piece of your truck in one of that fence.
Yeah, it's probably sitting up in the catch fence still. Wish my video saved so we could see my POV from last night.
Well, upside down.
No, backing into the wall with the whole field coming at you.
that
Oh,
too,
Casey
and
Joe
upside.
got a little loose there. Drake is
Drake's
back to his
looking
back
on that-
bumper.
Yeah, he's working on that 08. He's trying to get around him. The longer and longer this race goes, his tires start to wear and wear, especially with this game not calling no cautions right now. There is no cautions that, all these guys are taking a hit because when they go to the pits, their damage is strong. Awful.
Where's underneath the 8?
Meanwhile, we're following from the 99 of KJ, watching this battle, because this is the kind of the battle for the lucky dog right now. The 99, he's catching back up to this 11. This 99 looks like you got a pretty good hot rod right now.
Tell you what, leaders catching the 68
Oh,
and the 16 here.
Somebody's coming in. I think
That's
that's
68 of Nitro.
yep. Christian Soberg's coming in. 99 is caught to the back bumper to the 11.
All I know
What's-
is if you're throwing a pit stop now, you better make sure because you're gonna go. You could go possibly almost 2 laps down here. In no time flat.
99's looking. He's looking. He's looking.
Side by side out of 2.
He's gonna drop back in line. Good call. Knowing with the bump coming out of 2, he's gonna send it on the high side here. Try to do a little crossover move on the 11 here. Get a bite coming out. He's not really gonna get there quite yet.
KJ might go for it.
KJ's
But
looking
still,
again.
I mean, these top 7, 8 cars looks like they could be only like one adjustment away. Next
Oh,
the 08,
wait
there
into
they
the
both go.
wall.
That's that
99
victim-
followed him. 11's gonna capitalize.
That's that victim of following the driver in front of you sometimes with that draft, because that draft is very easy to pull you in it.
As Machio is caught up to the 36 of Goose.
99 looking on the inside of the 08. Not for
And
position. 08 gonna strip
Casey
the
Joe
fence
on
a little
wall
bit.
again. And Matt is going for position now.
The question is,
No.
yeah.
98
It's not
trying to
really-
make a pass to the lead. Gonna be
I
too
think
wide
that-
going in
yeah.
third and 3. Gonna squeeze a
got
little
it.
bit. 08's gonna get a little shot to the 99 to get him going.
This car could be just getting loose, but keep an eye on that because now he's trying to maybe cool them tires off a little bit.
Anyone know how many laps are left in this stage?
I will tell
That's
you.
something, 'cause now we're looking at a 3-car race
4
for
to go.
this,
4 to
these
go.
points that are so valuable.
4 to go. Remember, Drake is a lap down. The 99 is a lap down. Racing for the lucky dog here because they got to go catch Maggio if they want their lap back the hard way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Goose got into him! 99 is trying to get Goose going to get because that's who he's racing. Matt Parkhurst is underneath the 99. He's gonna try to
now
get.
that you're KJ in the situation, you're cheering for that 11 to get past the 98 now.
Mm-hmm. KJ's gonna start battling the Goose on the low side.
Huge run on the outside.
Power move 99. Get going, buddy boy.
3 wide.
Tell you what,
this is
this
definitely
11 and
getting,
99, if they can get back on
99,
the lap, they're going to
wait.
be dangerous.
Up into the fence. Oh, into the 8.
Oh, contact.
99's around.
As is the 8 of
That's
Parky.
the stage.
That's a caution.
That's a
That
caution.
is the stage.
That is the caution.
Caution to the flag.
Well,
Caution to the day.
stage number 2 goes to this man.
Drake got the lucky dog that time.
Stage 3 will be 30 laps.
30 good ones. You have to pit.
Yeah.
How many do y'all get to a tank nitro?
22.
Yep.
Yeah.
8
10-4.
laps. You ain't saving 8 laps.
No, there's no way. You know, I know from experience that in these cars, the same amount of time, the same everything I do, you have to pit at least one, and maybe you have to stop and take 2 tires and maybe a half a tank of fuel. If you
Drake
want to
is
do
a
it
lucky
right,
dog.
because of you need that, you're gonna need those rights.
Right there's your winner, stage 2.
Drake is the lucky dog, so watch for him.
He's gonna start the whole way at the back.
That's okay. Anything can happen, boys. This is stage 3.
Grant, you keep an eye on the 11. Or, see how he's doing.
Keep an eye on the 11 for you.
Thank you. Just see how he's doing. All right, here we go.
10-4.
Goose is your leader. 98 to the outside. With the 44 and the 08 make up the second row. Goose cleared the 98. 98's looking for a crossover. Going down in the 3 and 4.
Oh, guys.
Now here, because this is such a long stage, you need to find a spot, settle in, and run what you can, and not get in too much chaos. You know what I mean?
Right as you say that, Mike Senior, we nearly had a caution with multiple cars. 3 wide.
Contact back here. Cars in the wall.
Oh,
Cool.
that's
92.
Caution's
and the
out.
16.
99's back around 8, spinning off to the backstretch.
That will
I
put
think I was
Weir
after the
Savage
yellow flag
as
out.
the lucky dog.
okay. So with
No, I
that
hit Will on
happening,
accident. That's my bad.
with that happening, they just ran 1 lap, finishing their second lap. That's 28 to go. They're going to come back with about 23, 24 to go. And you can save fuel. You can save that.
Now you can at this point.
Yes. But the thing is, will that right front or that right rear hold up?
I think is like the best people, again, that we know who can do this is definitely going to be Goose and
Looks like
Scorpius.
2 cars stayed out. Maggio and who knows?
Alright.
Interesting strategies. And if Blues had
Alright,
a second,
update, the 11 is starting on the outside of the 4th row here next to Matt.
gentlemen, that's Keith in second.
Keith Allen Ayers, quiet night for him. Looking for that
20
first win of the season. Here they go, diving down in the turn 1.
24 laps.
24
Ooh,
laps to go.
11 got
He's
down
into
low
the
underneath
wall.
15.
There he goes.
Oh.
Little contact with his teammate. From
Oh.
hero to 0.
And
There
the
goes
11
Keith.
is now up to 5th.
The 08 setting it in, trying to get to that 98.
I mean, you got to settle in, kind of, sort of here. Save some of that tires. You know what I mean?
And Parky's right there with him. Parky might go for a run.
Hard
Gets
drive
it.
in by the 11. He gets underneath the 44.
And Goose is underneath
And
the
he
08.
completes the pass. The 11
Wall.
up to 4th.
Yeah, he's definitely the 11. He's definitely had a strong car, and he's worked his way up quite, nice and easy, not pushing it easy. Now he's looking at that 4th spot, trying to peek in on 3rd right now.
Yeah, he had a heck of a run down the backstretch. The draw right there on the bumper of the 08. Now
Yeah,
looking
he-
down low on him as they come down the front stretch, entering 1.
Yeah, he's gonna get that. The 08 drifts
Pull
high.
side by
He's got
side.
to
He'll
go tag
clear
in
the
the
middle
wall.
of 1 and 2.
Yep, he's there. The 08 got himself a little bit on that rear quarter, tagged that wall a little bit, because we know, you got to be very gentle coming off that, because your rear end likes to kick out and touch that wall a little bit, and that kills that momentum.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive at one of the harder tracks to pass on the schedule. And here he is. He's done closed up on the 36 and right on the bumper.
He's got a fast hot rod now. It's like the group, the guys that give him some time to make some adjustments. He's going to help that 36, though. He knows that he's going to be one of the ones to beat. And there's that push. Here comes the 08. He's staying on that high side with the 36.
Dives it down below the 36. Still side by side as they come around 3 and 4.
Oh.
The 11 clears off of turn 4. He'll take the lead.
Yeah,
Here comes the 08 following right behind him. They're down low on the 36.
He's been kind of quiet today, working himself way up to the field. Now he's in the top side.
I don't know why you're
Oh,
watching.
looks like somebody got backside of that field. He got himself, that wall, that run off coming off there. If you're not gentle with it, that's exactly what happens. You come pouncing off that real quick. And
8 and the 36, slight contact. Goose is in the wall. Here comes the 98 on the outside of the 8 as they come down the front stretch.
And the 15 got past Goose.
98 in the wall. 8's clear.
Looks like these tires are starting to wear a little already.
Oh,
these tires are pretty loose.
Yeah, now with Matt Parker's up here, he's one of those that likes to play strategy. 2-tire pit stops, as little bit as fuel as he can take here. Is he going to be able to pull something out and get the win here tonight?
My thing is, there's going to be 2 direct strategies here. Okay, you pit with about 20 laps to go. Come in, fill the car up on fuel, put 2 tires on it, run it to the end. Or you split it in half, 2 tires, just enough to finish. That's going to be the 2 strategy calls that I'm thinking. Personally, if you pit earlier, take the 4 tires. 98 up into the 8 a little bit of contact. But the other strategy call is, like I said in pre-race, where's Scorpius at?
He, I believe, is in 9th.
We have Keith going down pit road this time.
Okay, well, you should be about 20 to go.
16.
16 to go?
Yep.
Okay, well, a little later. But you're about halfway through this final stage now.
See, I went a little further than that when I pulled mine. I went about 8, 10. Well, I was about 10 laps when I pulled the 2 rights and just enough fuel to get out.
Matt Parkhurst is pitting this time.
Casey Joe reeling in that 11. I wonder if the 11's trying to save a little bit. Casey Joe is not going. He's not going to let him. He's going to push him and push him and push him until he cannot be pushed anymore.
No, that's smart, because the harder you push somebody too, the harder they got to drive their car.
Exactly. Burn out their stuff.
The question is how hard are you pushing your car?
Yeah.
But see, that's the question is how hard are you pushing yours to wear out theirs?
Right, but as I said, even though you're behind him, you can push somebody and not wear your stuff out. Just your presence alone, just by being there in their mirror, can make them automatically want to push their car faster. That's just, and all you got to do is just hang there.
William Moore's coming out. Christian Schoberger's on the pit road. There's Scorpius.
Matt Parker's also in.
Scorpius looking for his first win of the season.
Masters,
he hot seated this car and won this race, this 44 machine. Oh.
Definitely, it's going to be all strategies all over the board here, guys. That's for sure.
There's KJ, just a few cars in front of him, running that beautiful 99 machine. There's our one race in race reporter. Turf Tech. KJ up into the wall. Don's gonna get a little antsy. Kiss the wall there a little bit. Meanwhile, our leader has driven off a little bit from Casey Joe. There you go. They're following with Weir up, who's up into 4th. Getting ready to start going savage here.
Between the 15 and 36 in the backside of the field.
Or Maggio.
08 got loose. He's going to lose time here to the 11.
36, he's coming to pit road. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he just got loose. No, he's coming in.
Yep, there's 36 and the 9, both coming down in together. There's Casey Joe. There's a Nat getting service.
Right now, the 21 and 68, they're on pit road.
16 working on the 89.
21's on his way out. 68 looks like he's gonna take four tires and fuel and fix his stuff up.
I'm already out of pit road.
92, huge run on the 44. He'll dive down low, going into 3.
36 is in. He's in his stall. The 9, he's about. Yeah, the 9 hit his stall. 68 still on pit road. That's a long stop.
I must be lagging for you then, because I'm on the track.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Oops.
There's the 44 Scorpius.
Sorry, buddy. Thank you for telling me, because I had no clue, because you were just sitting there. Yeah.
I did that with
see, I still got you sitting there.
And another broadcast.
Oh, wait a minute. That's because did you back out when you were in the lobby and then back out?
No.
Oh. I don't know. I see your car sitting up there. Right?
Yeah, it's not staying there anymore. Or maybe it is, I don't know.
That's kind of fun. That's kind of weird, but no worries.
We had that problem with Keith last week too.
Oh, okay. No worries. I mean, thanks. I'm glad now I know.
There is
You guys left me
Manchino.
hanging there, boys. Thanks.
The 11 catching the 16 through 1 and 2 here. He'll look to the low side as the 16 up in the wall.
Yeah.
Maggio and Ware making some contact. I'm right behind the battle. Maggio and Ware both diving down for pit road.
It'll be crucial for
Sounds
these
like
guys.
the 98 and the 61 both are in.
It's funny
They
because
are.
funny just about the 16. Like I was actually talking with Will today on Messenger
Scorpius in
and
the
stuff
44
like that.
is
And
also
he's
in.
like, he cannot wait till he gets to his off season from Xfinity so he can actually sit down and actually race
I
regularly.
think Drake
you know.
needs to come in at this point.
We've
There's no way
got
he
7 to
has enough
go.
laps.
Or leader's going to 7 to go.
The 08 is going down pit road. Casey Joe in second.
Yeah. Looks like the 99. He's on his way either in or out. He's on his way in. The 15's in.
36 is
So how
looking to
long
start
will
working
Drake
on.
stay out? Because he will lose some time.
36 is going around the 21. Is the 11
me,
still
I mean,
star
if
leader?
you're-
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Joe's
not
still on
opinion. I mean,
track.
if it was me, I mean, I would look at the time, you know.
There he
start
is.
looking at that time.
He's
Yeah,
coming
it's
in.
going down.
The 11?
Yep, the 11 is coming down into pit road. How much time is Casey Joe gonna gain here? That's
Depends
the
on what he
question.
does. Depends on what he does. And how much damage he's going to fix if he fixes any.
08 is leaving
Casey
the pit.
Joe is leaving.
61 and the 98 and the 9 are all coming around. Turn 3 and 4 right now.
And 11,
Joe
he's
out
coming,
of pit
he's
road
coming
now.
just barely getting to his stall now, I think, or is he on his way out?
11 is leaving.
Remember,
the lead
Parky's
right
also
now.
there too.
All right.
Oh, he's in the
oh
wall.
wait, taps the wall. And here comes the 8 car. Huge run down the backstretch. He
Here
gets
comes the
underneath the
92.
8, side by
He's
side
coming
going
in.
through 3 and 4.
Contact.
contact.
Oh, it again. Up into the wall. Where's the 11?
Got him.
11, I think, is just now coming out of pit road. Oh, Parky up into the wall again.
Casey
And this
Joe
is for the
sees
lead,
that
right?
11 right there.
I think so.
Yeah, the 11 just came out.
11 has a
is
good
still on the
gap.
lead.
I don't think they're going to get there. I think Drake's going to hold it.
Drake is the leader, correct?
Possible.
Yeah, Drake is the leader.
Parky, oh, almost kissing the wall off of 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm. Casey Joe battling for second.
Parky
They know
giving
it's
the
stake.
spot
That's
to
his high
Casey
race
Joe.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
I figured Drake would
Yeah, we're coming to 3 to go.
have lost a bit.
3 laps to go. Oh, Conky, that does suck, man. Next week is Watkins Glen now. I'll be racing the Cup cars with you guys, so I'll be excited
Yeah.
to be on track with you, buddy.
Now I know, yep. Now I know
Rewind.
exactly what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. 2 laps to go here at Darlington. The lady in black. Can the 11?
Battle right now is for second. Oh, 8 into the wall. Matt will take the second place here.
And that's what it takes, too. See, just by that presence, just like I was talking about, all you got to do is just be there. Just be there. Just be there. You don't have to do anything other than be there.
To the white flag for the 11 car. Race win number 7 is 3 turns away right now.
One more lap.
One more lap?
One more lap.
Okay, one more lap.
2 to go.
We can't count.
Oh, he hits loose!
Did you say C's lagged out earlier, Jade?
No, it was
Game Nerd.
Game Nerd.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if he glitched for you like I did.
They're coming to one.
No, I watched his car go directly to pit road.
Well,
So the 11 will take the white flag now, sponsored by Revved Up Podcast.
And Matt, looks like he got himself around, didn't he? He got himself in that second spot. He's trying to hope we ain't gonna have enough time though.
No, it's Drake's day. Win number 7. You're gonna attain the lady in black. 2 more turns, the hardest turns in the whole circuit of the season. 3 and 4 at Darlington. Tight, fast, and narrow. Win.
Silence all those critics.
Gonna come down to salute the pit crew. He's gonna win at Darlington. Tames the lady in black.
He reminds me of somebody. How
about that?
You know, Drake. He reminds me of a certain individual that raced with me.
KAI.
When Zion raced.
As a goose.
Who's that, Mike?
Oh, Casey, Zion. Drake reminds me of him very much. So his driving, his way, what he, how he reminds me so much of him.
I agree with that, man.
He's
dominant.
Look what Casey, look what he did when he came in. He came in. This is another prime example that he's a great guy. We've talked to him before, this and that, and he's a good racer, and that's
Well,
and then look what's proven.
There you go. So you got the fastest lap here, and I'll turn it over to Hazard and Grant for post race.
And I got you a top 10. I am proud. I got you a top 10.
Good job, buddy.
Now remember, that 11 car has been to victory lane 8 times this season now.
I do think we need to check his car for some tape.
Maggio, 29-1. Fast lap.
Nice. Was a good lap.
Drake and Matt. Okay.
All right. It is time for the post-race interviews. Powered by WRL Wreckfest. WRL Outlaw. The Outlaw series. Let's get our top 3 in here. Grant, remind the viewers who our top 3 are.
Let's see. Let me see if they're in here first.
Well, one of them
Matt's in here. Matt joined us. That's our second place spot.
Yep. Second place waiting on first and third here.
That'd be Casey Joe and Drake.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you got to admit, guys, while we're waiting for them guys, that was great. That was good racing. It was tough. It's Darlington. We've all of us that are here, we've all been there with Darlington. It's not an easy track to get around. You got to be very patient and, look what Drake did. I mean, he had had that end up in the backside, lap down, end up in the backside, field worked his way back up. That's patience. That's great racing. That's great work.
Yep. Definitely. He did a great job tonight.
So now who else is coming in, buddy?
Our race winner, we're just waiting for Casey Joe if he wants to show up.
Alright, we'll go on to second place here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hazard, let me take this one over. And then I'll let you take winner. Alright, so Matt Parkhurst, this is Grant. You got a copy down there, buddy?
I got you, bud.
Man, heck of a race. We saw you spinning a couple of times tonight. Manage on a little bit of strategy, get up into second. How was the car tonight?
Honestly, I feel like I had one of, if not the fastest cars tonight. And that first stage, not being able to save tires, I decided to pit and ended up going a lap down. I ended up getting the free pass on that caution, so I had to start in the back, and then still somehow managed to work my way up to fourth during that run. So I finished fourth in that stage, and then got beat up by KJ at the end there, and so I had to pit again, and I ended up falling back to eighth. So I think, I think if I could have restarted up front, I might have had something for Drake, because my car was on rails tonight.
Yeah, we saw you and Casey Joe there battling there at the end of the closing stages of this race. It looked like Casey Joe was really under pressure from you. Was that just kind of intimidator style racing of being in the mirror, hoping he makes a mistake? Or, did it look like something happened to him to where he got up in the wall and then you were able to capitalize?
See, I think what happened there is he got a little bit antsy, wanting to go get Drake, because, they had both just pitted. They were out there on fresh right side tires, and I think he just got a little bit antsy, drove her off into one a little bit deep. Because I had said I was going to let him go, because I knew I was not going to be able to hold them off on the tires that I had. So I let him go, and unfortunately I think he just overdrove turn one a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Well, second place tonight, your best finish of the season so far. Still trying to chase down that win this season. It's, you're right in that window of, even as far as, last season, of getting your win of the season. How do you feel moving forward, especially with the second place coming out your favorite track?
Well, I mean, we saw it last week. We saw it this week. I mean, the speed is definitely there. I've been contending for wins, 2 weeks in a row now, so the speed is definitely there. It's just a matter of stringing good finishes together, and hopefully the wins will start coming. But I'll gladly keep taking these, top 5, top 3 runs like this.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Well, congratulations on second, and I hear from your girlfriend, she says good job.
Nice.
Yeah, no, definitely, buddy. I mean, I just want to give a quick item. We know that some of us know, just to be a quick call out, buddy. Way to push through it. Glad you're feeling better. We talked earlier. I'm glad that things that you seem to be it affects in your racing, what you did tonight, and great job, buddy. I'm proud of you for pushing through, and great finish.
Yeah, Mike, I got to give a big shout out to you too, because I mean, you reached out to me this afternoon, checking and making sure everything was all right with me, and I mean that meant a lot to me. And honestly, this race I wanna dedicate to my little buddy Kyle McFarland, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, and I know he was really looking forward to this race, with it being Darlington, and I know he and I had one heck of a battle here in trucks last season. And so I was bummed he couldn't be here tonight. But Kyle, I hope to see you back at the track soon, my guy.
Well, right on, buddy. I mean, that's it's funny what affects us and what doesn't. You know what I mean? And me myself, when I talked to you, I knew, and that's why I kind of called you this and that, and great job, buddy. You pushed through it. You had a great race. It affects that you're definitely feeling better, and I'm glad you are.
Oh, same here, dude. I mean, this afternoon I didn't even have any plans to race because I was so down on the dumps about a few things. But you guys keeping in close touch with me, that really helped me push through it, and it ended up a very solid end of the night tonight.
Well, then that's a positive note, my friend. I remember, just a quick flashback, but I remember what you guys did for me. So, I mean, it's maybe not in the same manner, but it is in the same manner.
Well, it's like we say, this league is family.
There we go. And we'll always preach that. So our winner, next, Hazard. Come on, buddy.
All right. We are here with 7-time winner, Mr. Drake. Drake, you got yours on the Hazard up in the WRL booth.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Dude, you have broke the WRL record of most wins in the season.
He did that with his last win, too.
So he tied it with the last one.
You have 7 wins. You are the current record holder. How does that make you feel tonight, and how does that make you feel as a WRL veteran driver, if you will? I guess.
It's very cool. I think it's definitely warranted. I mean, just all the good runs I've had this season. Just being able to win stages and contend for race wins. I just knew eventually if I just kept at it, we'd get there. But honestly, overall, I'm kind of down in the dumps right now because these last 3 races for me have all been like huge struggles. Like it all started with the doubleheader last week, and both of those races I just felt like I did horribly in both of those races. I was lucky to finish second at Gateway, and then tonight I had so many issues. I mean, I honestly thought I was completely out of it. After we finished stage 1, I was like trapped a lap down, and then at the beginning of I think it was the beginning of stage 3. I started at the tail end of the field because I was the free pass car, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to work my way up to this field and get back to the front because I knew Maggio and I think Trek was also there and Casey Joe. They were all really fast tonight, and Parky as well. So, I just don't know how I was able to to make that comeback, honestly. I was pretty far gone.
Well, actually, I mean, just watching my view and being in the series before, this and that, man, you remind me of a certain individual that was, raced with me for 2 years. He had great success, which was Zion. You remind me his driving style and what he did when he was here. Same with Goose too. You have that same etiquette and driving style that he does as well. And no, great job, man. I mean, it's great to see how you did that, and you did that with patience. You did that the best you could, as much being a video game, because we all understand that. Sometimes video games just doesn't cooperate, even though you definitely feel like you're holding the line. Sometimes that thing shifts, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. But you did exactly what you needed to do. You got your laps back, patient, worked your way back up to the field, and look, and that's your success was the win. Great job, buddy. I mean, that was awesome. It was a pleasure of mine to watch you do that because of that doesn't just happen every day.
Yeah, well, thanks. I really appreciate it.
We were documenting earlier in the race that there was a bit of early aggression going on with that earlier in the stage. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, so I think it was Trek or Goose or whatever was one person that I kind of got into early in the race. Really, I feel like what happened there was it was just sort of a situation. I think that the same thing actually happened in the heat race as well, where I have it seems like a much later braking zone because I have a different braking technique that I use in turn 3, and it kind of allows me to drive it a little bit deeper into the corner, I think, than most people. And so when I get close behind somebody, it's kind of hard to judge when to sort of brake because I sort of close in on them really quick. So there were a couple times in this race where I kind of had issues with that and ended up pushing up somebody up the track, So, but I did try to apologize.
It's funny you say that because of it's funny you say that because of I noticed that too as well. That I was actually talking with somebody about this today about the different braking zones for people. You know what I mean? And that's where it only comes with experience and time driving with somebody to figure that out. I mean, it's not easy just to come into out of blue and race with people that you've never raced before. But to be able to adjust to that, and realize you say, okay, well, crap, that's what happened, and you kind of adjusted to it, and that's what a racer does. And as I said, you did a great job, and I imagine, once you say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I'm braking zones. I know Goose, he'll, that won't even be an issue.
Yeah, for sure.
But congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. I fought hard, for sure tonight. So.
And you've made your owner very happy with. And now next week you'll be going for win number 8.
Where we heading next week? What track?
The Glen.
Watkins Glen.
Watkins, another road course, and it's going to be open setup too.
And something, Drake, enjoy this with your owner because I've been there. Well, obviously you kind of knew the past 2 seasons. I had both owner championships, etc. I mean, enjoy it because it's not an easy accomplishment to be able to pull not just one, but just to pull 2. and with the same driver as a driver champion. You know what I mean? That's not even, you know what I mean? That part's all the driver. You know what I mean? But to do that, enjoy it with your owner, enjoy it with your teammates, because of, you know, it takes everybody to make it all happen.
Yeah, for sure. You know, my whole perspective this race, you know, I was pretty discouraged, especially after stage one when I was like trapped a lap down. I was like, oh man, you know, this sucks, because I was thinking it was pretty likely, because we weren't seeing a whole lot of cautions, you know, so I was thinking this might go green and I might just be stuck a lap down here. So, and then there was one point where I think it was me and KJ were both racing for the free pass, and if you would have passed me, I wouldn't have even had a shot right there. So, but one sort of like, I guess, motif I've always tried to carry in my life is that no matter what, no matter how far down you are, you never give up, because there's been so many times where I sort of have like halfway just given up and decided to just like run laps or whatever, and if I would have just pushed a little bit harder, I would have had a shot at it, you know?
Well, that's I mean, you can ask both drivers that used to drive for me. That was one of my biggest mottos, and I live to that even now. Even no matter how I go down, you know, if I can go down 2 laps, but I will not stop, because you just never know what can happen.
Absolutely.
You just never know. I mean, people could lag out, this and that. Even 2 laps, you know, going to the end, people can have an issue. You know.
Yep.
I've had that happen several times to make championship runs, and as I said, that's a good mindset, buddy. Because of by doing that, look what you get.
Absolutely.
With that being said, we are going to get ready to shut the broadcast on here. I do want to make a quick comment. You know, as Mike said, you know, or as Hazard said, you made your owner real happy, man. I couldn't be happier and more proud of you. You know, you've taken that car to victory lane now 7 times, 8 times for that car this season, between 2 different drivers. Fantastic job. Real proud of you, man. You know, you got 7 races left in the season at this point. 1 road course, 1 super speedway, a whole bunch of intermediates.
Yep.
And 1
so
rectangle.
that was win number 7, correct?
Yep, 7 for you this season, 8th for that, 8th for the 11 car.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can go for 10 next.
Yeah, right. That's the next one.
Yeah, we'll have a Kyle Larson 2021 season.
Yeah, just remember, Drake, I've been here before when this has happened. Like, I mean, for the first season we did Xfinity, and this was 2 seasons ago, when Jade remembers this. We walked in, I mean, the team owner, I had me, Goose, and Casey, and we had one person, it was like 1,700 points, Jade? We ended up making all those, yeah, it was up there. 1,100?
1,100 points.
And we made that all up and took the championship, and Zion took the driver's championship. And then right after that, next season, next you know, we got 4 more teams pop up with full teams with full drivers for every race. It makes a big difference when you got everybody there. And now this year, you're looking at 6 different teams, you know, with consistent drivers. It makes it very interesting. That's for sure. So definitely a great job on representing, you know, your team and yourself. Awesome.
With that being said, congratulations to our top 3. Drake, congratulations on your 7th win this season. Want to take a second to thank the drivers.
Yeah, because you're falling asleep.
Who's falling asleep?
Oh, sorry.
Want to thank the drivers for coming out and racing every night. Want to thank the admins for all the work that they do day in and day out to keep the league running. It's not easy managing 100 different drivers in 8 different series at one time.
And 600 different attitudes. Yes.
It is not easy managing all of that. The admins who do great work, proud of each and every one of you. And I want to thank Steve Rogers, our sponsor for the league. Thank you, Steve, for all you do. And with that being said, that's all I got. Hazard, take us away.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching the WRL Racing Network. Tune in next week as the drivers go road course racing at Watkins Glen in New York. So, for Mike Hurlbut Sr., Weston Grant, Jade Burr, and Steve Rogers, I am Hazard County, signing off. We'll catch you down the road and keep going worldwide. See you next time.